Hello, friend. Jen Hoffman from healthymoving.com here. I am coming to you today with some encouragement around habits. So, whether you're looking to create new habits around movement and exercise, or eating habits, or bedtime and sleep rituals and habits, I want to offer you some encouragement. I know this is a popular time of the year to try to create some new habits, kind of like January 1st, the start of a new school year, whether or not you're in school, can feel like a good time to get into some new routines. But here we are a couple of weeks into that, and maybe you're already starting to struggle. So I want to help you kind of change how you're thinking about habits and help you set up a framework that will help you create some lasting change in your life. The first thing is I like to think of something a little different than actual habits. The word habit often has a negative connotation and an implication to ourselves that it's kind of a form of punishment or that it's a way that we need to get ourselves under control. Instead, if you switch out the word habit for the word ritual, that often feels like what we're intending to do, nurturing and bringing forth health and wellness and happiness and joy. When we think of rituals, we think of them as bringing something positive to us. The other reframe you want to think about is what it takes in order to create a habit or a ritual. Most of us think that it requires willpower. But the research is pretty clear that willpower is not effective in the long run. In fact, it shows that forcing ourselves to do certain actions through willpower and brute force with resistance actually has some negative effects. It can impair our memory. It can cause us to repeat something for the sake of repeating it, even in the face of adverse effects. You might have seen that if someone is overly committed to an exercise routine and they get injured, but they keep pushing because they're trying to force themselves through. Some of the research even shows that it can cause premature aging. And a lot of the people who push forward with willpower really struggle with failure. And failure is just setbacks. They're a part of the change process. So your best chance at lasting long-term transformation is to be comfortable with the occasional setback. And willpower makes that difficult. So how do you achieve lasting, repeatable rituals and habits if it isn't through willpower and force with resistance? Well, that's exactly what I'm working on with my coaching and challenge program students over really the last part of the year. This coming Sunday, we're going to start our 6-week ritual challenge. If you aren't familiar with my coaching and challenge program, yes, it is a movement program. We do daily exercises that we weave in throughout the fabric of our day, as well as weekly mat classes where we show up on the mat and we work through practices. They're available on demand, but you can also join me live for those classes. But in addition to the movement, I offer something that most movement programs don't offer, which is a mindset element. Each week we have mindset work that really looks at the science of making lasting change. And over the next 6 weeks, we're looking at habits and rituals and how we create them in our lives. We're going to learn this through the lens of our body and through the lens of movement and exercise. First of all, because that's my area of expertise. I'm a yoga teacher and a personal trainer, so I want to help you create habits around movement. But once you learn this in your body, you're able to apply this to every aspect of your life, whether it's related to lasting habits and rituals around diet or around procrastination, getting things done at work. I hear from my students over and over and over again that the work we're doing physically and with our bodies and our mindset work benefits them in their relationships, it benefits them at work, and it overall improves their life, their happiness, and their success. I would love to have you join us for that. So that 6-week ritual challenge, it runs right up until the week before Thanksgiving here in the US. And then we are going to roll right into another challenge, a 6-week holiday challenge. Because if there's any time of the year that it's difficult to focus on self-care and maintaining habits and rituals, it is in the busyness of the holiday season. So we're going to take everything we learn in the ritual challenge and we're going to roll right into the holiday challenge and really make sure that we have a peaceful, joyous holiday season. This work we're going to do together over the last part of the year, it isn't really about changing your appearance. That might happen, but goodness, that isn't even close to the biggest benefit of this work. A life of greater joy and clarity and energy and passion is far more important than the way your abs look. If you're ready to develop some new rituals, I would love to have you join us. All the information you need to check out the program is here with this link. If you have any questions about whether it's right for you, feel free to comment here, message my Facebook page, or send me an email, jen@healthymoving.com. I would absolutely love to support you in the last part of the year.